It's one of the most contentious issues that divides the White House and Republicans as the House passes the controversial Keystone pipeline bill. It's the first piece of major legislation from the newly GOP-controlled Congress. The vote 266 to 153, with 28 Democrats on board as well. But other Democrats still slamming the project.
And that's totally inconsistent with any future scenario for avoiding catastrophic climate change. We don't need this oil, Mr. Speaker. Approving and constructing this pipeline won't lower gas prices for Americans. In some areas, it may even raise prices.
Meanwhile, the State Department, which has been investigating the pipeline plan for at least 6 years, continues to be vague on when it would reach a decision on the project.
The agencies will obviously be given a sufficient and reasonable amount of time to provide their input, but I don't have an assessment on the amount of time at this point.
Well, come Monday, the bill will be heading over to the Senate. Joining us now, Louisiana Senator David Vittert. Welcome, Senator. Great to have you here.
Thank you, Emma. Great to be with you.
Well, all bets are that this bill will pass the Senate. The bill sets the stage, though, to bypass any further review process and allows construction to begin immediately, creating lots of jobs. But the president making it very clear he's going to veto it. How much pressure do you think the White House will get from Senate Democrats to reconsider?
Well, hopefully significant pressure, because there are strong bipartisan majorities in favor of the bill, and of course we're trying to grow that. I would expect as we speak the Senate votes around 62, 63, and we're trying to get it to 67, which would be 2/3 to override a veto, and we're considering various amendments that could possibly get us there. It's going to be difficult, but we're certainly working on that.
When you talk about amendments, you're talking about attaching the bill to other pieces of legislation to force the president to sign it.
And attaching other popular ideas to the Keystone bill, combining that to build votes in the Senate.
You know, you guys are saying that you have a strategy to get that through the Senate, but unfortunately the bill didn't pass in the House. I mean, when it passed the House, it didn't get the 2/3 majority it needed if it wants to override a veto there.
Well, again, the House passed the version without these other ideas I'm alluding to, so they could certainly potentially make a difference in the House. Now, look, I'm not predicting this. It's going to be difficult and uphill to get to that 2/3, but we're going to pass it, period, put it on the president's desk. That's important in and of itself, whatever he does with this, and we're still working on these amendment ideas to try to get us to 2/3.
One of the reasons many people are supporting this pipeline, it's not only going to create jobs, but it's also privately financed with the cost share between TransCanada, an energy company based in Alberta, along with other oil shippers. So people who are saying it's going to cost too much, the folks who are supporting it are saying, no, in fact, it won't.
Well, this is private industry, and they're great jobs. 20,000 direct jobs, 100,000 indirect jobs. That's significant in any economy, and we don't have a gangbuster, very strong economy. So that is very, very significant economically. It's also significant on the energy side. This brings more North American energy to Gulf Coast refineries. It also creates on-ramps for our own American oil and gas in the Dakotas and Montana, where it's backlogged a bit, getting to U.S. refineries on the Gulf Coast. So there are tremendous positive reasons to do this. That's why I've had a bill to do just this since 2011. In fact, I was the first member to have a bill to expedite this process, get it done.
Let me ask you in the few moments I have left, is that the fact that the president has come out so early saying that he's going to veto this bill, does this set the stage for a situation where we're really going to see huge standoffs between the White House and the GOP-controlled Congress going forward? Can anything of real substance get accomplished this go-around?
Well, you know, I think Congress should do the right thing, whatever the president's threat on a particular issue. So we're going to act. We're going to act on Keystone. We're going to act on Obamacare. We're going to act on other positive ideas to get the economy moving in the areas of trade and transportation and other things. Then it's going to be up to him what he does with those bills that we put on his desk. I don't think we should be intimidated in any way by any advanced veto threats. We need to do the right thing as we see it. We need to act.
All right, Senator. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see how things go come Monday, and keep us posted.
Absolutely.
Thanks.